All right, welcome to TigerNet. Here we are on the field at Death Valley following Clemson's 59-38 win over North Carolina. With the win, the Tigers improved to 8-0 on the season. Next week, Georgia Tech, big night game, 8 o'clock down at Bobby Dodd Stadium down in Georgia Tech. But of course, the storyline here today, Courtney Brown, the first Clemson defensive lineman since 1954 to have two defensive touchdowns in the same game. Dwight Laraway did it for the Tigers against the Citadel way back in 1954. Also, Nuke Hopkins, 9 catches, I think 157 yards, and he just now said, I don't consider it to be a breakout game. I've put up the same numbers I have, last year. All the attention's been going to Sammy. So I asked Nuke just a minute ago, I said, what is it like, do you think, for a defensive coordinator to watch game film of Clemson? And he said, I think a defensive coordinator has to be scratching his head. Indeed, Taj Boyd, 5 touchdowns today, 5 touchdown passes. He was responsible for 6 touchdowns, which ties a record set by Woody Dantzler back at the beginning of the 2000s. 5 touchdown passes, that ties a record by Cullen Harper back in 2007. They were to 5 different receivers. Taj told me a little bit ago, he said, today we called Nuke's number a lot. You had Sammy involved in some patterns. But who are you going to cover? And that's exactly what's going on right now with this Clemson offense. Who are you going to cover? The Clemson defense. Talked to Kevin Steele. He said that they weren't busted coverages on some of the first half touchdowns that North Carolina got. It was just simply a case of they had the right coverage called. Then he just gave credit to North Carolina. He said it was one of those things where, we maybe had outside technique. They went inside, and from there it was over. He did say he was disappointed in a lot of the younger players coming up and giving up 2 touchdowns late in the game. He said we're going to definitely try to get that fixed. They were really good against Bryn Renner in the game, got a lot of pressure. The big news defensively, though, is that they stopped North Carolina's running attack, especially early. Kevin Steele said, give all the credit to 98, 94, and 43. That would be Brandon Thompson, Rennie Moore, and Tyler Shatley. Tyler Shatley is called Clemson's 12th man, 12th starter. That's what he does. He comes in and he helps shut the run game down, and the Tigers did a great job of that today, especially early. So here we go, Clemson 59-38 over North Carolina, 8-0. We'll have to see how far they climb in the rankings after this week. This is David Hood here at Death Valley, brought to you by Dogs on Pelham. They had their great grand reopening last week there in the big shopping center behind Chick-fil-A on Pelham Road. Go see my friend Rick Porter.